Good morning. It's December the 16th, 2021. It's a beautiful day today. It's a Wednesday or Thursday. We're fixing to work on the lower control arms brackets. We're fixing to cut out some plates to mount these two to weld to the frame. So we're going to be using some 3/16 metal, and we're going to take and we're going to just sort of outline them here. We're going to line it up here as close as we can and keep from having to cut as much out. I'm just sort of scribe around it there a little bit and cut it out to sort of fit this thing, make it look a little neater. You got 3 holes that this thing bolts to. There's 5 holes in it, but you'll only use 3. You got one here in the corner. You can see where the washers was, and one here, and one here also. So what you do is just sort of scribe around the holes that you're going to use while you got it laid up on your plate. Then you'll center punch them a little later here. Alright, got them all scribed out. Let me get my center punches. My son's off today. He's Christmas shopping. He's not going to be with me today. So he's usually my cameraman and my gopher man to go get stuff. But what we're going to be using is I call it a center punch, but it's transfer punches. We use a 1/2 inch. It goes in pretty. Got just a little slack, not a whole lot. What you want to do is get it right in the center. This thing has got a slot, and it's going to have adjustment on this thing to where if you need to move it. So what you do, you put it right in the center and tap it lightly. Make sure you're still in line. Okay, once you get them, once you get your mark on it to where you drill your holes, what I'm doing, I'm drilling and I'm tapping for a 3/8 16 thread, and we're just gonna bolt our plate to this. Then once we get it mounted back up, then we'll do our braces to brace it up to make it real strong to the frame. And but anyway, I'll show you one. I'll show you one that I've already made on this side. Here's the one for the left-hand side. This one's all completed. It's been drilled and tapped. And we're going to cut some more plates to weld to this. But if some of these, there's one bolt on here that might be a little long that I want to hit your frame. So what you may have to do, you may have to take and cut off one of these bolts and shorten it just a little bit. Or either use a little bit shorter bolt. And what I'm doing, I'm using the bolts. It's about that I had, so instead of buying new bolts, I'm just using these, and I'll cut them off if I have to. But that's what we do. This one here is already set up for the left side, and we got it ready, and we're gonna cut this one out and get it all drilled and tapped ready for the right hand side. But anyway, y'all stick with me and we'll have a little more updates. Alright, we're fixing to cut this out. Make it just a tad bigger than our mount, so you can grind it smooth, make it look good. Alright, I'm going to do a little grinding. Alright, you can dress it up a little bit more. That's basically what we're looking for. I want you to lay your piece back out on it. Pretty much got the contour of your bracket on your lower control arm. And then whatever you want to do, if you want to drill this through and weld nuts on the back of it, or just put nuts on the back of it, it's just whatever you decide to want to do on your application. We're just going to tap these, and may have to cut some of the studs off just a little bit, because one of them was bumping the frame on this side a little bit. I don't know about the other side, but we'll get to that. We'll fill you in a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and drill this one and tap it. Stay with us. We'll give you a little update here just in a little bit. Okay, we're fixing to go to drilling some holes in our plate and tapping. We did counter bores, I think a 1/4 inch hole. That makes it a little easier to drill through the plate. Got a 3/8 16 tap. We're going to be tapping the holes. You can buy these plates. There's a place on the internet that offers these. It's already made. It's got the brackets on them, everything, to just bolt it up and weld it in place. I don't know what the price is, but you can build them. If you got plenty of money, you can buy them. Ain't got plenty of money, that's the reason I'm building them. I was talking about the hole you drill to tap it for a 3/8. The rule of thumb is to drill a hole four times smaller than what you're going to tap, so you can get the full depth of your threads in that plate. You know, if you're doing it in a, like here, 3/16, you're going to get to about 4 or 5 threads, all you're going to get. So you definitely want to get them as deep as you can. So that's the reason I drill a smaller hole to mount it to. But if you feel comfortable, you can put nuts on the other side that where it won't pull loose on you. But you take the frame that it's mounted to, it's not nowhere around 3/16 thickness. So this is going to be pretty stout once you get it all welded up. Ain't got no ratchet here to tighten this up, but making sure the threads and all start on it. Okay. Alright, all you got to do is bolt it up and put it back on your lower control arms. Go ahead and fill in the rest of your plates welded in place. But anyway, I'll fill you in on some more stuff as we get started welding this in. But appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully you can learn something other from an old country boy. I don't know a whole lot, but I know a little bit. We'll get back with you and give you a little bit more update. Alright, you can see now that I've got the right side mounted, and I'm getting ready to put the gussets in to strengthen it up. So I'll show you right here on this side. Get the camera turned the way you can see. I got it cleaned up. Got some of these gussets here. I made these to, well, this right here will go right up inside the frame, and we can weld that. We can weld that in right there, and then we got this gusset. Let me get it set up in there. If you can see it right there, we're gonna weld that in, and that's gonna strengthen it up. We're gonna do the other side just like it. It's a little different on the other side. It's the way the frame's made, and it's gonna be different lengths of the gussets. But that right there is gonna strengthen it up. Stay with me here, and I'm fixing to weld this one in. Try to get there a little bit closer where you can see how we put it in. It's going to be braced up pretty good. But anyway, well, it was 1/4 inch pieces we used in there. 1/4 inch thick. It's going to be pretty stout on that 3/16 plate. We're going to do the other side just like it. And stay with us. We'll get back to you here and give you an update on this. It's 76 Ford F100. We're trying to get this frame ready to disassemble and sandblast and get some paint on it. Alright, I'll be back with you here in a little bit. Alright, we welded it, the right side, welded it to the frame where it was turned down. We had pretty good good metal there to weld to, so we done the inside on the right like this, and we'll go over to the back, the front side of it. If you can see, we welded our gusset up in under the frame and put our gusset going down, running vertical up and down. Got all the horizontal parts welded, and I don't know if I can get up in under here where you can see. You can see where I welded across the back there. So we just about got it all welded in. We're gonna like a little bit get settled in here. We're gonna like doing this side on the back sides here, on the driver's side. We're gonna do a little bit more strengthening up on it, and I think it's gonna be in good shape. Probably hold like it is, but I'm gonna add some more right in there. And then, like I said, we're gonna box it in the frame and tie all this back in and make it a lot stronger. Since we removed some bracing, we removed a bracing out about right in here where the lower control arms fitted on the twin-eye beam. I went ahead and removed it because the brackets was down in the way from us mounting our brackets here for the Grand Marquis, so had to go ahead and take that out. So it made it a little flimsy, but we're going to strengthen it back up though once we get these gussets and all this stuff welded up, and these plates I'll put in on both sides here. But we're doing all right. We're moving along. Appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully maybe you can learn something from what we have done, and we'll fill you in a little bit more as we move along here. Be back in a little bit. Thank you.
Well, folks, that's the end of part 4. We hope you enjoyed that episode of the J&J Backwood Shop as we continue to work on this 1976 Ford F100 conversion and restoration project. We hope you are hanging there with us as we continue to do more work. Thank you for watching.